Hello, my name is Stephen Moore. I want to show you how to install a WeatherReach controller link so you can enjoy the benefits of climate-controlled irrigation. To automatically manage irrigation, Controller Link connects to your existing sprinkler controller and uses the internet to retrieve hourly climate conditions. In this video, I will show you how to install and wire a controller link. In the next video, I will help you with the program setup. Included with a controller link is a quick start guide, wall anchors, and a resource CD containing the user's guide and other reference documents. You'll need some basic tools: a few feet of sprinkler wire. I recommend 18 gauge 4-strand wire, a ground wire, wire nuts, and wire ties. So let's get started. The controller link cabinet is rated for outdoor installations and should be mounted next to the existing sprinkler controller. Since doors on most sprinkler controllers are hinged on the left, I recommend installing the controller link to the right of the clock. Mount it at eye level and allow enough room for the door to swing open. Use the appropriate hardware to mount your controller link. Before making any electrical connections, disconnect power to the existing controller. Prepare a ground wire and 2 lengths of 18 gauge 4-strand sprinkler wire. Cut the wire to the appropriate length. Remove a portion of the outer jacket and strip off the insulation to the appropriate length. Remove the terminal access cover. The first connection should be to ground. Remember, proper grounding is essential for personal protection and enables surge protection. Connect a 12 or 14 gauge wire to the ground terminal. Then to earth ground. Controller link needs power from the host controller. Locate the 24-volt power terminals in the controller. If you have any doubt, use a voltmeter to verify the power terminals. To make the power connection, choose 2 wires from one of the 4-strand cables. Connect the wires to the 24-volt power source in the host controller. Now connect the same wires to the 24 VAC power input terminals in the controller link. Make sure the connections are secure. Controller link manages watering by interrupting or enabling the valve common. All standard 24-volt sprinkler controllers have a common terminal for a wire that goes to all the valves. To allow or prevent watering, the controller link will enable or interrupt the valve common. This means the common wire must be routed through the controller link. In the controller link, there are 2 common terminals, one labeled in from the clock, the other is out to the valves. Connect the remaining 2 wires to the common in and common out terminals. Locate the common terminal in the host controller. There will be a wire in the terminal that runs out to the valves. Disconnect this wire from the terminal and use a wire nut to connect it to the common out wire from the controller link. There may be times when more than one wire goes out to the valves. They should be kept together in the same wire nut. Now connect the common in wire from the controller link to the common terminal in the host controller. To complete the next step, you need to review the irrigation schedule programmed in the host controller. Identify the stations assigned to each program and determine the lowest station number for each program. In our example, Station 1 is the first zone in Program A. Station 5 is the first zone in Program B. Station 8 is the first zone in Program C, and Station 10 is the first zone for Program D. Controller Link uses a program start sensor to detect a program cycle has started. Controller Link knows if watering is needed and will either interrupt or allow the watering cycle by controlling the valve common. Using the other 4-strand wire, connect each of the wires to the program start sensor terminals in the controller link, labeled A through D. Make note of the wire color for each program. Now connect the other end to the station output terminal of the first station for each program. In this example, we learned earlier that station 1 is the first station of program A, so the blue wire goes to station 1. Station 5 is the first station of program B, so the red wire connects to station 5. Our white wire goes to station 8, the first station of program C. And the green wire connects to station 10, the first station of program D. If you are not using all programs, leave the wire unconnected. If you are installing an on-site rain gauge, follow the instructions by mounting the gauge and connecting the wires to the rain tip terminals. If a flow sensor has been installed, use a shielded direct bury cable to connect the flow sensor's red wire to the positive flow sensor terminal and the black wire to the negative terminal. Controller Link needs to be connected to the internet. If you are using Wi-Fi, the setup steps are in the next video. Make sure the Wi-Fi access point is within range of the controller link. You will need the access point ID and passphrase. If you are using wired Ethernet, connect a Cat5 cable from the router to the RJ45 Ethernet socket in the controller link. Take a minute to clean up the cable runs and secure them with wire ties. Replace the terminal access cover, then power up the host controller and verify the controller link is on. I recommend you always do a quick wiring test. From the sprinkler controller, turn a valve on. Verify the valve is on. Now press the override button on the controller link. For our test, we want to prevent irrigation. So press the down arrow to select Prevent Irrigation, then the up arrow once to prevent watering for 1 hour. Even though the sprinkler controller is still activating the valve should go off. Go ahead and turn the station off at the host controller and cancel the override by pressing the down arrow. You have now seen Controller Link enable and interrupt watering. This completes the wiring portion of the installation. I suggest you watch the next video that explains the programming setup. Thank you for the opportunity to help you enjoy the benefits of WeatherReach climate-controlled irrigation.